Welcome everyone to our in-depth guide to Sigrid, the Breacher. In this video we will be covering multiple aspects ranging from her kit, playstyle, and Sigrid's pros and cons. So let's begin. A Breacher's job in Rogue Company is to push through or make an opening for your team into the objective. This can be done by glitches hacked to destroy equipment, or deem as grenades to make an opening. With Sigrid, it is you who is pushing through. Depending on the situation and map, Sigrid has with her the D40C submachine gun and the S12 tactical shotgun. As her sidearm, she has the Warrant, which is also carried by Fixer. Her D40C is an all-around solid weapon, capable of getting shots down lane as well as taking down enemies close range. Of course, it being a machine gun, it does fantastic close-up, but it can still be used in mid to long engagements. On the other hand, we have her S12 tactical, a mean and satisfying shotgun when used correctly. The shotgun is best suited for maps with tighter corners and close proximity combat. I would rather take the D40C to lockdown and canals, and the S12 to, say, Icarus and Glacier. Finishing off her weapons, we have the Warrant. The Warrant has a mean bite and can take down the most stubborn enemies. The Warrant will be your go-to when it comes to your ballistic shield ability. It will be in your best interest to drop some money to upgrade it. If you're good at throwing stuff at people, I would also suggest getting her axe. It's always nice to have a melee weapon on hand. Even if you're not good at throwing, you won't ever get it down unless you throw it. Now on to her gadgets. Sigrid has a Simtex and Adrenaline Shot available to her. The Simtex is a sticky grenade with a decent explosion. Her Adrenaline Shot will heal and make her move faster for a period of time. My priority for buy is usually the Simtex to either make room or clear an area, move in with my shield and take over the position. On the other hand, being in the thick of the fire, it's nice to have that shot to get some health back and to stay in the fight. After barely surviving an engagement, you dip behind a wall, pop a shot, and get right back into the fight. Towards the end of buying, I usually have at least one Adrenaline Shot and one Simtex on hand. Both items are extremely useful. Also, being able to throw the Simtex while you have your shield up is very nice. I would make sure to purchase at least both once if you have the money for it. On to the perks. Sigrid's main perks to pick up are Tenacity and Life Drain. Nimble Hands are nice to have once those are bought, but not so much a priority, as well as Toughen Up, which decreases melee damage by 30%. I would also probably pick that one up as well because it makes no sense when Talon keeps punching me to death while I have my shield up. With Life Drain paired with Tenacity, you'll be able to stay ahead of the curve and on point. Every time people try to rush into the room, you're going to have that Life Drain that's going to proc, as well as that Tenacity if they try to get into the room with Simtex C4, all that stuff. So you can just stay on point as long as you can survive. Now for her abilities. The main shebang is her shield. It's what makes Sigrid. Her shield blocks all incoming damage in front of her. If you're too close to a grenade from frags or Demon's launcher, the radius will catch you though. The shield melee will do 40 damage a hit. It can come in handy getting those last couple knocks on the enemy. Also, when you're using it to try to hit somebody, she kind of move forwards a little bit, kind of rushes them with the shield. So even if you're kind of decently far away from them, the shield seems to kind of bump them anyway. If you pull your shield out too early, you can put the shield back to run at a normal pace and pull it back out. As long as the timer is going on at the bottom, you have full access to it. The only issue is being in a gunfight and having the timer run out mid-shot and having to switch. The animation is a bit slow and will end up costing you a life. Her passive Athletic is really not that noticeable. It's nice to move faster while crouched, but I usually end up timing my shield before entering a room or turning in a corner anyways. One quick tip though, pertaining to the Warrant and shield combo, is you can still have the Warrant even if you pick up another weapon. So let's talk about her playstyle. When it comes to the initial landing, I move straight to the objective. My first buy in demolition is usually the Simtex to make a clearing or attempt to scatter the enemy. At any point I hear footsteps coming towards me, I have two options. If I feel that I can take the fight, I will save the shield. If I'm unsure, then I will deploy my shield and try to meet them to make the most out of the shield's timer. Now the reason I don't pull the shield if I'm feeling confident is because there may be 2 or 3 people right behind the bait that I just put down. It's always nice to have that shield if things get a little too hairy. Her playstyle is very in your face, either getting shot by the Warrant from behind movable cover or being bashed in with a shield. Now the downside of Sigrid is she's very open to attacks from flanks and anyone that pinches you. Players that have played and dealt with a Sigrid a lot will have no problem getting around her. The animation swapping from shield back to primaries can put you in a really bad position. If you have to respawn quickly from a C4 or a nade being thrown while your shield is up, you won't be moving that fast to get away at times. Because you'll have your shield up and they'll throw the C4, you'll try to swap back to your main primaries, and it can turn into a mess real quick. The good points about Sigrid though is she is a solid foundation for the team. Having control and position on and around the point lets your team branch out and do what they do best. Instead of having multiple people on point, they can trust that as a good Sigrid player, you can manage quite a bit. So here are some comparisons that I did, mixing her ability with Adrenaline Shot, Nibble Hands, with and without the shield.
Here we go!
So that's all for me, everyone. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this, and I hope to see you in game. So you guys have a good one, have a great day, great night, and I will see you later. Let's go!